can we start with SNAP real quick? Because it's 70% of your budget.
It is.
$123 billion a year. So just to create some context, 13% of Americans are on the food stamp, the SNAP program. At $123 billion a year, that's roughly, call it 2% of America's federal budget is going towards the food stamp program. And one key kind of policy point that's come up lately is that roughly 10% or $15 billion a year is spent on soda. And 75% of the population on SNAP are clinically obese. And there's a real health concern about the SNAP program continuing to fuel a health crisis in America. What have you, and in partnership with Secretary Kennedy, talked about with regards to addressing the health challenges that arise from the way the SNAP program operates today?
Yeah, that's been a pretty big priority of ours. And within the first hour of being sworn in on February 13th, 50 letters went out to all 50 governors in the country. And in those letters, we talked about SNAP and innovation and send me your waivers, because the way the program works, it moves through the states. And I love that anyway. Like, why would the federal government be telling everyone what to do? We want, in the founders' best vision of the 10th Amendment, to allow the states to build those programs. But within that was, why are taxpayer dollars, billions of taxpayer dollars being spent on sugary drinks and junk food to go into our supplemental nutrition program for our food insecure populations, our lower income populations, when, to your point, the backside is an obesity and chronic disease epidemic unlike any developed country in the history of the world has ever seen. 74% of our adolescents, our teenagers, would not pass the military readiness test of our United States military right now today. 75%. So again, talk about national security, talk about all of the things. This is a massive, massive challenge facing America. And in the first administration, and healthcare was under my portfolio in domestic policy. As conservatives, we've long talked about how do we make America healthy again, but very much from a numbers perspective, right? The cost to the healthcare system at the back end of this